Let's go, baby. 5 in a row. What up, Laker family? It's your boy DTLF back with another video. And I'm very proud of this Laker team as they beat the San Antonio Spurs 118-116 in what was probably the ugliest game of the year. Like 90% of that game was not fun. The refs slowed it down. It was low-key disgusting. All the calls. It was a free throw contest. That third quarter, horrible. But somehow this team continues to find ways to win these games. All right. The Lakers have now won 5 games in a row. We just beat the number 2 seeded Spurs. The number 2 seeded Spurs to leapfrog them and improve to 7-2 on the season. No Austin Reeves, no LeBron James, no Gabe Vincent. No problem, baby. Let's go. And it wasn't pretty and it wasn't beautiful, but it needed to happen. Lakers are finding out ways to make things happen. This is what a legitimate team does. All right, we went up against a young, hungry team who cheated a lot. They got away with BS. That last call there was disgusting. Disgusting. It was ugly. Ugly. That last call, really, who calls a foul with 0.3 seconds when there's marginal contact? There's almost nothing. Who does that? The NBA does. When they want the Spurs to continue their hot streak because they got the golden child now. I see that Wemby's going to be the golden child. Now, he fouled out. And I thought the Lakers did a masterful job. And the main reason we beat this team, we did a masterful job of locking him up. We held him to what was it, 19 points? Let me pull it up. Yep, 19 points. Victor Wembanyama on, and here's the shooting percentage here. Let's see. And by the way, 9 of those 19 came at the free throw line. Okay, he shot 5 for 14. He did have 8 rebounds, 3 assists, and a block. But 19 points to a guy who's an absolute phenom. Guys, I thought we had a masterful performance, and we're going to talk extensively about this because this was an ugly game. But remember this, the best teams in the league, they win ugly games. But let's look at the box score real quick, man. Listen, we held Wemby to 19 points on 5 for 14 shooting. The Champagne guy, this guy went out 14 points. Harrison Barnes, 14 points. The role player stepped up, 15 for Devin Vassell, 16 for Stephen Castle. But look at the percentages, 3 for 11, 5 for 14, 5 for 14, 5 for 14. 4 for 6. Harrison Barnes had the best shooting night from all of them. Their bench was tremendous, and that's what kept them in the game. Their bench was phenomenal, okay? But I thought the Lakers did an exceptional job on Wemby, on locking his ass up, and we're the real deal, man. My guy said second seed, only a game behind the Thunder for first place. Let's freaking go. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. The real deal. Yes. This team is legit, man. Look, it's not always going to be pretty, and tonight was ugly. Luka didn't have the best shooting night, but somehow he still finished with big numbers. Somehow Luka the Don ended up with 35 points. Okay, that's what he is. He's a beast. It took him 27 points, 27 shots to get there. He was 9 for 27, so not efficient at all. But he still gets 35 points. He gets 9 rebounds and 13 assists with 5 steals and 2 blocks. They said he doesn't play defense. Well, he had 5 steals and 2 blocks. Marcus Smart, tremendous. Now, he made a play at the end that wasn't so smart, right? He inbounded the ball with his foot on the line, and it ended up being a turnover that could have costed us, but it didn't, thank God. But before that, let's not forget he hit 2 clutch free throws to kind of ice the game. All right, 17 points for Marcus, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, a steal, and a block. So again, Marcus Smart still making an impact. DeAndre Ayton, a.k.a. Dominating. He continues his onslaught, man. 22 points, 10 rebounds, a steal, and 2 blocks on 9 for 13 from the field. You want to say efficient? Efficient. We're on this 5-game win streak, largely in part to DeAndre Ayton. Yo, David, we are here, baby. The Lakers are here, man. We are here, yes. And I upped the likes today because we've been doing lots of phone calls. So if y'all really want to tap in with your boy, 350 likes, we could do it, man. We got over 600 people with platforms combined. So if everybody hits the like, we open up the phone lines for sure. But, man, what a fun team this has become. Gritty, exciting. All right, and it makes us nervous at times because sometimes they go on these ugly little spurts when we make serious mistakes. But, man, it's been fun to see us figure out ways to win. And it doesn't matter who's playing. We figure it out, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, 35 for Luka, 17 for Marcus Smart, 22 for Ayton with 10. Jake LaRavia didn't have the best offensive game again. Okay, he went missing again, 3 for 9 from the field. But he had 8 points. He had 6 rebounds. He had an assist. And he's some solid defense. Even though they called him for a BS foul. That, by the way, ball don't lie, Champagne missing the free throw at the end. Rui Hachimura, he started off hot, ended up cold, but still, 5 for 9 from the field, still very efficient for 15 points, 2 rebounds. Everybody did their part in that starting lineup. And then the bench came in. Jared Vanderbilt with 5 points. 3 for Dalton Connect. 9 for Jackson Hayes. Gave us some good minutes. Nick Smith, he made a couple of turnovers, right? He had 2 turnovers, and he got subbed out, which is fine. Coaching staff sent him a message. But he had his only shot he took. He made it for 2 points in 7 minutes. Bronny had 2 points as well. All right. Everybody's contributing, guys. This team can go very far if we continue to find ways to win in spite of all the injuries. There was absolutely no Austin Reeves today. No Austin Reeves. Luka didn't have the best game. Okay, Ayton is doing Ayton thing. He's looking like the former number 1 pick. That's what he's looking like. Absolutely, Reese. Looking like the former number 1 pick for sure. Yes, sir, Marty. Appreciate you, Marty. Thank you, brother. Hey, man. Anybody who doesn't believe this team is a contender needs to pay closer attention. Forget about the record, 7-2, which is elite. Good for number 2 in the West. But we're doing this. The biggest thing is that the coaching staff is finding ways to get the best out of the entire roster. From A to Z, everybody's chipping in and contributing. Yes, they make mistakes. Yes, we look sloppy at times. Obviously, we get a different starting lineup every other game. But they're finding ways. And I thought the game plan was beautiful. I thought Rui's defense on Wemby was beautiful. I thought Marcus Smart fronting him, forcing some turnovers, beautiful. We got him to foul out. Not only did we frustrate him and force him to shoot 5 for 14 from the field, but we got the man to foul all the way out. My guy Vic said that was the longest second of my life that mattered, bro. Some of these calls are just egregious, man. Some of these calls are just ridiculous, man. Like ticky-tack fouls. You can't really get in the flow of the game when everything is a foul, and it don't matter which way. You're marching to the free throw line. Time and time I said it again. We don't watch NBA games to watch the zebras. We watch them for the players, and the players weren't really allowed to play tonight. Somehow Luka still dropped 35 and 13 assists. That's what superstars do, but it wasn't a pretty game by him. It wasn't a pretty game by anybody. It was an ugly game, but that's the way the officials made it by slowing it down, and it was just a grinded out game, man. But again, I'm very proud of this team because they continue to find ways to make shit happen. Next phase. Salute, brother. Thanks for super chat. Can Smart stay healthy with this workload? LIC. Let me tell you something, brother. Marcus Smart is a workhorse. This is the healthiest I've seen him the last couple of years, and I know that the Lakers signed him knowing that he was going to be healthy this season. That's why I was excited about the acquisition. But yes, Marcus Smart, if he can stay healthy, I mean, that's the question, right? The entire roster hasn't been healthy, from LeBron, now Austin Reeves dealing with a groin strain, to Maxi Kleber only played a couple minutes of a game, to Gabe Vincent being out for 4 weeks. We haven't been healthy at all. But the best part, like I said, this team is legit. Appreciate you, Tiger. This team is legit, and they're finding ways, ugly ways or beautiful ways, to win the game. Listen, people thought that Portland wasn't legit. Portland won tonight, right? Portland won tonight, and we beat them the other night without anybody, without Luka, without Austin Reeves. Portland beat the Oklahoma City Thunder, chat. All right, Portland, check it out for yourself. Let me pull it up. Here's the scores for tonight, just to show you. Portland, 121-119 versus the defending champs. We beat that team with basically Nick Smith Jr. going bonkers and Ayton and the rest. That shows you our depth. We're legitimate contenders this season. We're contenders, but I don't just want to settle for contenders. I want to be a championship favorite. Because right now, as you can see, the Kings even beat the Warriors. The Warriors are pretenders as well. And looking at the standings, this hasn't updated, but we're 7-2. Spurs are 5-2. We have leapfrogged them. We're number 2 in the West, and we're only 1 game behind the Thunder. That is huge. Imagine we end up a top 3 seed before LeBron even comes. When he comes back, he's going to be super excited, fam. Like, come on, fam. Come on, man. Hit that like button if you're excited, man, as I am. I'm telling you, this team is official, and they are officially doing amazing things, man. They're officially doing amazing things right now. Masterful defense on Wemby. And credit to JJ Redick, because, again, they game planned and schemed for this man, because he would, they took a page out of the Phoenix Suns book, and the Phoenix Suns did this the other night where they held Wemby to 9 points. All right. And the Lakers are just hot right now. We're on fire, y'all. We are on fire. Can't nobody stop us. We're going to climb higher as we get healthier. Meanwhile, the teams that everybody was glazing coming into the season, they said the Clippers were going to have a better season. Clippers are ass. Okay, this Laker team is legitimate, and they're only going to get better. And this is just a lot of fun, man. A lot of freaking fun to watch. But Again, got to give credit to that coaching staff because they are bringing the best out of everyone. Everyone is playing to the best of their ability. Yes, they did. They lost. Best news, man. The best news. Yes, sir. I got you, Vic. Let's go, baby. Let's go. I'm super hyped for this Laker victory. And again, we have now won 5 games in a row, and LeBron hasn't touched the hardwood this season yet. Not even in practice. Well, maybe in practice, maybe a little bit shoot around, but not even in training camp, not even in preseason. And we just looked splendid, man. And we're, again, it's the start. And if you look at the stats and what the Lakers did, man, the way they locked up that entire starting lineup, the only one that shot well was Harrison Barnes, 4 for 6, but 5 for 14, Julian Champagnie, 5 for 14, Victor Wembanyama, 5 for 14, Devin Vassell, 3 for 11, Stephon Castle. Come on, y'all. We said defense wins championships. The Lakers are doing that. Let's take a look at the team stats really quick. And shout out to the super chat, brother. I want to read it in 1 second. Let me go ahead and read these stats, okay? The Lakers only shot 44% from the field. Meanwhile, the San Antonio Spurs shot 48%. But our defense led us to shoot 9 more shots in the game. As a result, we won by a field goal. Look at this. 37 field goals we made to 36 by them. Again, ugly game. Free throw shooting contest. Disgusting. I hate those type of games, but we had to win it, right? They ended up getting 40 free throws. We ended up getting 44. Still ugly. Doesn't matter. And by the way, we missed tons of free throws, all right? We shot 77%. They shot 77.5%. Okay, rebounds, we were dead even. Deadlock. Both of these teams are good, by the way, right? Dead even, 38 to 38. Assists, we had 23. They had 22. The extra assist was the difference. Steals, we had 8. They had 7. The extra one made the difference. Blocks, we had 5. They had 1. You mean to tell me that they only had 1 block with Wemby, the best rim protector, and we had 5? That's how it tells you our team's defense right now is just absolutely clamping. Turnovers, I always tell you, try to keep it under 15. We had it at 14. Yes, baby. They had 19. Again, our defense forcing them into turnovers. Points off of turnovers, they had 22. We had 20. Fast break points, they had 9. We had 4. They're the younger team. Points in the paint, though, we cooked, man. 44 to 38. Again, masterful performance. And our largest lead was 4, but we found a way to end up on top by the end of that game. And that's the most important thing, is that we're finding ways to end up on top by the end of games, right? He said, we beat the Spurs and the refs. Bro, that was disgusting. Some of these calls, I'm like, how? How did we do it? 7-2, baby. Celebrate it, man. Celebrate. 200 more likes. Come on, baby. Let's get them likes up for sure. Let's see. My guy Digital Snowflake says we did this while missing 2 of our top 3 players, man. And a bunch of role players on top of that, because Gabe Vincent gets minutes. Maxi Kleber, I presume, is going to get some minutes. But yeah, it's truly spectacular what this Lakers team has done. And again, full credit goes to the players for buying in. But I think the reason we were so excited about JJ Redick is the reason we're excited about this coaching staff right now, for sure. Right now, you got to be excited because they are finding ways to make stuff happen. No matter who steps on that floor, I'm expecting a win now. And that's crazy. That's crazy. Thank you so much for super chat.
Oh, DTLF, thanks you for the super chat.
Thank you so much. Let me see here. My guy G Check. He said the refs was wild tonight. # Go Lakers. Thank you so much for super chat, bro. They were extremely wild. And you know what? As a Laker fan, I'm used to it over the years, but I'm not used to it this early in the season. And especially, I'm not used to it with a young superstar like Wemby. He's a superstar, but he's young. He's getting veteran superstar calls, man, like everything. And not only him. And yes, he got in foul trouble because, again, we swarmed them. We were like a pack of hyenas on a cub lion. That's what it looked like. And we just swarmed him. He never was able to kind of be under control. He was out of control the entire game. Go back and watch this game, watch the highlights or whatever. And I'm telling you right now, the way this team played defense, that was championship defense, man. Shout out to my sis Tara. She had asked the chat in Twitter a couple of days ago that how we would guard Wemby. That's our answer right there. This is how we guard Wemby, man. We threw everybody. Rui did a great job. Ayton did a great job. Vando was masterful. Even Luka when he switched out there, man. Even there was a play where Nick Smith Jr. got switched out and Wemby tried to take him to the post and Nick deflected the ball out of bounds. Stuff like that tells me we're all locked in together right now. We are locked in, and, I'm telling you, man, when a team is this locked in defensively, you can expect many more wins. 7-2, it's no joke, man. 7-2 is absolutely no joke. And to be honest, the schedule has been tough because we played several back-to-backs already. Think about that. we've played several back-to-backs, and we've got quality opponents. This is a very quality opponent. They only had one loss on this season, and we beat them, fam. Undermanned, we beat them. Think about that. So again, let me show you some of the quality wins we have won this year, right? So obviously, we started this year, and we took a bad loss to the Warriors, right? But then we turned around, we beat the Timberwolves. They were fully healthy, 128 to 110. Then we turned around, we beat the Kings. That's the game where Austin Reeves went for 50. Then we turned around. It was coming off a back-to-back. We got whooped by the Blazers, but again, they're full of injuries. No Luka that game. No, it was full of injuries. Austin still put up a fight. Then we turned around and beat the Timberwolves at their house, followed by beating the Grizzlies again at their house. Then we beat the Heat at our house. Then the Trailblazers on the road again, and now we beat the Spurs. Those are high-quality wins. These aren't like we were playing nothing but bums and scrubs, right? It's beautiful. And yes, you're absolutely right, Angie. Absolutely right. That man, Marcus Smart, is absolutely intelligent, man. His name should be Marcus Intelligent because he's more than smart. And I'll tell you, man, the way he is playing defense, everybody's buying in. Everybody's sacrificing their body. We see other guys like Jake and Austin and Luka taking charges. Come on now. My guy Nate said we broke up the Grizzlies. It's not a beautiful game by any means necessary. Really, truly an ugly game. It wasn't fun, if I'm being honest. It was fun at the end because we came back and we won it. But by basketball standards, like nobody wants to watch almost damn near 100 free throws in the game. Like that's really ugly. So, I'm just happy that the Lakers are figuring out ways to win that. And again, Ayton was tremendous. That's why he's on my thumbnail. This dude has been masterful all season long. He's been amazing. Tomorrow morning, I will have my first NBA Coast to Coast with Lou, where we're really going to get into a lot of these performances on both sides. And it's going to be a lot of fun. So make sure you guys tap in at 11 a.m. Pacific time. But man, it's been a blast. And the NBA is really competitive right now. And somehow we're coming out on top of that competition versus younger teams. So that tells me that we have a good mix of age and veteran leadership, guys like Marcus Smart and Luka and Austin and Ayton, and some youth with guys like Jake LaRabia, guys like Nick Smith who have already contributed. Guys, even Bronny is playing some solid defense and making some good passes and stuff. Strega said, would have liked to see Nick play some real minutes. You know what happened, Strega? I think he was going to play minutes tonight because he was one of the first substitutions off the bench. But then he turned the ball over twice, and I'll tell you, JJ Redick is the no-nonsense coach, and that's part of the reason I like him. So I think he sent the message these were careless turnovers that were leading to transition buckets the other way. So he sent a message by only playing him 7 minutes. Now that could have hurt us as well for this game, but I think in the long run, the young player, he's only 21. I think he'll get the message, and I think he'll learn and grow from it. And that's the key right there with a coach like JJ. But he has to see if JJ's going to do that with the youth, you have to do that with the veterans as well. Okay, now veterans have a little more leeway because they're more proven. But if Marcus Smart has 3-4 straight turnovers, then you're going to have to pull out the hook just like you did. Otherwise, you lose your locker room. And the youth are like, oh, well, this guy only caters to the vets. I mean, teacher's pet, basically, right? So I just hope he's like that. But from what I've seen him chewing out everybody. So I hope he continues that because he's a great coach in the making. Right now, he's good. Now we need to see this level of coaching and attention to detail in the postseason because we saw it last year, too. We won 50 games in spite of injuries and trades. But when we now, in order to solidify him as a great head coach in the making, he needs to show what he's showing right now in the regular season and the postseason. But so far, so good, man. It's beautiful to watch. And look, the best part is we rested Austin Reeves. And guess what, guys? We don't have to play until Saturday, which means everybody gets back healthier. LeBron's starting to ramp up. The process is he's starting to get better at that and all that. But yeah, man, it's really exciting. My guy, AJ Rosa says, Dan, una pregunta. Hasta ahora para ti, Redick es tu favorito para el coach de el año? He asked me if he's my favorite, if JJ Redick is my favorite for coach of the year. If the year ended now, yes, because you have to factor in, you know what, AJ? You have to factor in the fact that no LeBron. Luka has missed, 3-4 games already this season, and Austin is now missing a couple of games. So 2 out of your 3 stars are out on any given on 50% of the night so far. And you've had guys like Nick Smith, who's been a journeyman, DeAndre Ayton, who is now a journeyman as well, Marcus Smart, who's a veteran, but, kind of a journeyman as well. Like you had all these guys, some unproven, some proven, step up, and every night we're getting a different 20-point per night game score. Tonight, it was Ayton. Ayton, I thought, stepped up tremendously, man. I thought his putbacks were huge. Some of the blocks he had in that fourth quarter were amazing. Like, just the way that the game was kind of developed was beautiful. So it's too early to give out hand out awards, AJ. But I'll tell you what, bro. If the season ended today, you know, then yes, he would be the coach of the year. But it's not. You know, we got a long way to go, and you got to keep this going for sure. Hey, welcome back, CJ. Appreciate you, man. Now, you've been a member for a while, right? So welcome back, my boy, for sure. He said, so guys, YouTube is being weird, but thanks. Nah, man. Always welcome back. Always welcome back. Jose says, we are watching good basketball. I was tired of watching everyone shoot three-pointers. Jose, I think that, and I mentioned this in the last post game, one of the biggest adjustments and one of the biggest growth factors for this coach is that he's no longer having us play outside of what we like. For example, we've seen a lot more mid-range shots by Rui this year. And to be honest, that's his bread and butter, right? That's why he's having a more efficient season. I hate it when we were jacking up threes with D-Lo, with DFS. Everybody was just jacking up threes, and it's like sometimes that's not our MO. Even AD, even though he shoots in the lower 30s, jacking up threes. So we're playing to our strengths right now. Obviously, we're playing behind Luka. Luka's making stuff happen. Again, Luka didn't have the best game today, guys. It was not very efficient. But who cares, right? He still put up big numbers and got us his victory. He had a big step back three to give us our first lead in a while, you know, when the game was on the line. And that's what superstars do. As you can see here, he ended up with some beautiful numbers. You know, he ends up with, again, 35 points, 13 assists, and 9 rebounds, damn near another triple-double. That's what makes him a legend in the making, is the fact that even when he's having ugly games, he's finding ways to make the clutch plays at the end. And that's again, the best players don't care about the stats. They're trying to win, right? So, yeah. It's Curry's fault for the threes. But, you know, I think now that Curry's starting to fade into the background, and again, the Warriors lost today, thank God, because that's good for basketball anytime they lose. But now that he's starting to fade a little bit, I think teams are going back and starting to utilize size. Defense is becoming a premium. You see teams are starting to pick up more full court defensively. They're starting a full court press. But, man, we look beautiful, man. And, again, I got to give major credit to everybody involved, from the players, the coaching staff, to the fans who believe, man. We've been here from the beginning, and we always keep an open mind. Like, let's see how this season turns out. But right now I can legitimately say it with my chest. We are contenders. But, see, we're not satisfied with just being contenders. There's plenty of contenders, like 3 or 4 contenders in the NBA right now. We want to be title favorites. And in order to do that, we still need a couple of things, tweak some things here and there. But I thought we're taking better care of the basketball. We're playing to our strengths better, and we're finding ways to grind out these wins. And that's what it was. It was a grimy, grinded out win. And you can see in the way Wemby was so uncomfortable, he fouled out because he's throwing his body everywhere, just trying to get to. I could tell Wemby was frustrated when he attacked the rim and he dunked really hard. And I was like, oh, yeah, we're frustrating him for sure. And he tried to get a crazy putback. Like, the kid is really talented. I'm a fan. But the fact that we were in his head the entire game, credit a lot of that to the coaching staff, because, again, they had a meeting. When was the last time we heard that Darvin Ham or Frank Vogel or any coach that came before had a team meeting to stop one player? Well, the Lakers did that. That tells you that everything we heard about about JJ Redick was true. He truly is a psychopath, which is what we love, man. He's got that Mamba mentality, but from a head coach stand position, right, where he's going to look at the X's and O's, look at film over and over, and just study rigorously. And you could tell that the Lakers did their homework on Victor Wembanyama tonight, because the dude had a horrible game. Okay, and he's one of the reasons they lost, because he was forcing shit and ended up fouling out. Okay, so I love it, man. I absolutely love the way we're playing. I'll take a couple comments and questions, guys, just in case we don't get to the phone lines. But we're close. Keep hitting that like button. Maybe we might turn on the phone lines. Dan, we are going to be a very hard team to beat when LeBron comes back. Yes, Brian. And there's going to be a little bit of an adjustment period. LeBron can take his sweet time, because like I said before the season started, this could very well be a blessing in disguise. The fact that the Lakers are finding ways to play without him is a huge blessing in disguise, because it means they won't rely on him as much when he comes back, and he could just kind of play his game freely. And again, I said it first here on my podcast a couple games ago. I said, when LeBron comes back, he should be the third option. Now you hear Big Stream podcast picking it up, and they're saying the same thing. So we all see the same vision, is that LeBron no longer has to carry the load, and he has the best backcourt in the NBA, and Luka and Austin. Either of those two players can help you win games. Think about this. Austin helped us win like 3 games already this season. Luka's helped us win like 3 games, and the role players have helped us win like 1 game. That's how we got 7. That's how we have 7 wins this season. I'm chalking it up. Not that they all didn't chip in, because this is a team sport. They all chipped in and they all helped. But I mean, game winner by Austin, 2 or 3 40-plus point games already, and some takeover towards the end by Austin. And then Luka, same thing, man. Multiple triple doubles already. Multiple 30-point games with 13 assists and games like that. Slowly but surely chipping away at the lead and making the big shots down the clutch. We have big-time players. So LeBron now doesn't feel that pressure he felt when he had AD, right? Which is how you get injured as an old man. You got to stay healthy. My biggest goal, people are talking crazy. Get rid of LeBron. No, because LeBron could be the missing piece to put you in the championship favorite conversation, which is where I want to be. Right now, we're in the contender conversation. We're up there with the Thunder, with the Knicks, with the best contenders this season. We're up there. But I want to be above them. I want to be looking down at them by the time we meet up with them in the playoffs. I don't want to be neck and neck, because that can go either way. I want to win a championship so that LeBron can ride off into the sunset, Appreciate you, Reckless. Thank you, buddy. Thank you so much, man. Hey, man, hit that like button, subscribe if you guys do appreciate the insights and just the awesome feedback from the community, man. It's always fun talking to you guys pre and post game and everything in between. LeBron looks eager to come back. He should. Look, LeBron said him and Clutch were going to be watching to see what the Lakers got. Rob Pelinka in the front office proved to LeBron that, hey, man, when you're hands off and you let us and Luka recruit, we got this, man. We don't need a bunch of Clutch clients. We don't need J.R. Smith to come back out of retirement, And LeBron is seeing what makes the Laker organization so great is that they operate from a position of power, not from a position of fear. Like, we're afraid LeBron might leave, so let's do everything he wants. No, but they're also a class organization. They'll draft your son and make you happy to a certain extent because you gave us a championship. That's called gratitude, right? So it's a beautiful marriage, and I've always said this to the haters that either say, oh, the Lakers don't deserve LeBron, or vice versa. I always say it's a beautiful marriage. Greatness marries greatness, and Giannis could be next if he wanted to, Wemby, man, we got a spot for you over here in the next 5 years, or whenever your contract comes up. So that, that's the best part about being a Laker fan, is that we're spoiled and we always get great players. Now we see what Luka, what Austin is doing. You see these great role players stepping up. You see the coaching staff that we're building something special. You know what JJ reminds me of? And I'm going to give you guys a football term here. From the moment JJ got here, I felt like he wanted to build a culture. The first year, he didn't have the pieces, right? Last year, but still got his 50 wins, got us into the playoffs. We got some pieces. We traded for Luka, obviously, but we didn't have a starting caliber big. That's why he didn't play Jackson Hayes at the last game. We got eliminated. He only played the starters. This year, we got him Jake. We got him DeAndre, who he trusts. We got him Marcus Smart, who's getting major minutes, and I'm fucking loving it. We got him all the pieces that JJ needs to implement his system. So now we're starting to see, oh, okay, so the coach did have a plan. He just didn't have the tools to execute it. Now you got the tools, and now you're starting to see how he's bringing them out. And so JJ, to me, reminds me of Sean McVay when he got to the Rams. And you guys know what happened, right? We've gotten to multiple Super Bowls under Sean McVay, and we're Super Bowl champs. So that's what I think is going to happen with JJ. I think he's building a wonderful winning culture that's going to last even beyond maybe even the Luka era, maybe beyond the Austin Reeves era. And hopefully we keep him around for a long time, similar to the way Popovich and the Spurs have their system and their player development system. And we've done that. We've developed guys like Caruso, guys like Austin Reeves, and God knows who else is going to come in. Maybe, Junior. Maybe Nick Smith Jr. is the next in line. Maybe Drew Timme, who we just acquired from the Nets for the South Bay Lakers, right? Passionate Believer, thank you so much for Super Chat, my brother. He said, let's go late show. A wild win is still a win. I'm happy with the win. Ugly. And at times in that third quarter, let's not sit here and act like that third quarter was not boring. Both ways. Free throw contest, bro. We had to have had at least 30 free throws in that third quarter. It was ugly. But we found a way to win. And that's all that matters at the end. Mavs and Kings already can't stand their Russell additions. The Russell curse is real, fam. That Russell curse is real. And as a result, I'll tell you, man, I just, honestly, man, I wish both of those players the best. It's no hate, but we really suffered here when we had Russell Westbrook, even more so than D'Angelo, because D'Angelo, at least his first year when we traded for him, he was pretty decent. He had some game winners. He was doing some good things for us. But after that, it's almost like he kind of got comfortable and felt entitled. But yeah, I've heard Mavs fans reach out and say, oh, now we know what you guys were talking about with D'Angelo and Russell Westbrook. Well, he put up good stats. He'll put up good stats, but it doesn't necessarily impact winning. And then he'll make knuckleheaded plays at the end that'll help you lose. So, yeah, you don't want that at all. Hey, we're almost at 300 likes. Keep hitting that like button, man. If we get to 325. I'll lower it for you guys. I'll turn up the phone lines. You guys really want to call in and give your 5-game winning streak celebratory speech or anything, man. I think it's awesome, man. When was the last time we won 5 games without LeBron James? Never. In his tenure, never. So again, the potency is there. Gabriel, appreciate you, bro, for being a member for 8 months, bro. He said, great Lakers win 5 in a row. Now let's keep it going, man. And here again, a battle-tested team that is injured and is winning in spite of it. Can you just picture what it's going to look like when everybody's healthy? Now, that could draw a problem. Like, I love the fact that we're going to get healthier, but I don't love the fact that certain players are going to get major minutes. Gabe Vincent, to me, is very expendable. I personally don't miss him. We've been winning a lot more since he got hurt. Don't ever want to wish injury on nobody, but I'm saying I think Gabe Vincent, we're better off without him. Not because he's a bad player, but like I've been saying, I don't think the fit is there. Adil Thero, we still haven't even seen a single minute of him. What is he going to turn out to be? Is he even going to get playing time, or is he going to get rookie treatment, ride the pine and develop for the South Bay Lakers? Like, we just don't know, right? So, but keep an eye on him because he looks like an interesting prospect. I mean, there's still a lot of question marks on this team. Is Maxi Kleber even going to give us a damn any minutes at any point? We waited all season for him to heal, and then he's hurt again. It's like, man, that looks like a very tradable contract. Him, Gabe Vincent's contract, all of that, man. Any news about LeBron's future? From what I'm hearing, he's pleased, right? He's not satisfied, but he's pleased, D. So that's what I'm hearing about LeBron James. And he's excited to come back, right? He's already going to start the 5-on-5 full on-court workout. So that's awesome. My guy CJ said, we are really setting ourselves up to be in a nice position of power going into the trade market to make a nice swing trade. Cough Herb Jones. I love Herb Jones. And by the way, the Pelicans suck. I'd love Trey Murphy. I don't think they trade either. I think Herb is more realistic than Trey, but man, any 3-and-D wing like that would be a godsend to the Lakers for sure. But let's see what Rob cooks up, because remember, Rob is very patient. Most of the moves that he makes are the ones we never even talk about or see coming, right? I've guessed a couple, but not a lot. I did guess the Marcus Smart when I said, well, keep your eyes out on Marcus Smart. I said it this summer. You know, my source was in my ear too about that, but I was an educated guess. Because I know he didn't fit the Washington Wizards. And there's a lot of players like Marcus that are good, savvy veterans that don't fit their current team. You can look at the Kings. I still like Malik Monk. You can look at certain teams, you know, out there that are going to be sellers during the trade deadline, right? So let's do it, man. He said, yeah, Shamar Moore needs to get off this team. He's not a good fit for us. He's undersized, and if he's not hitting the shot, he's not doing much. And we're being honest. He's not a great rebounder. He's an okay defender when he guards ones, but twos, he gets devoured. Like, come on, man. You know, so let's see. Dan, I believe the Lakers are going to win 53 to 57 games this season. That's what I predicted. Go back and watch my prediction video after I gave this team an A+ this offseason. It was about anywhere between 53 to 55 wins. So we're right. We're on the same page, you know. And, yeah, man, it's awesome, man. It's just awesome to be a Laker fan. We're truly blessed. And let's see, my guy, YNB. Mel, let's see if I say this. Mel OG, he said, been watching you for years, man. Love coming here when the Lakers in season. Salute from Texas. Salute, my brother. And it means a lot, man. It means a lot when I see new faces here pop up and you guys tell me you've been watching for years. Because I know we connect, man, on a Laker fan level, on a basketball IQ level. We got some of the smartest fans that come through here. So it is an absolute pleasure and blessing to have you, man. And it means a lot for you to drop them kind words for your boy one time. Gabriel, my guy said, do you think LeBron should play more off ball or come off the bench when he comes back? Well, one thing I can tell you is he's never coming off the bench. You know, my source told me he's excited to get back into the mix. And that's a good news because he's going to come in with a positive mindset, with a happiness to him. You know, he's not coming in bitter like, oh, the Lakers didn't extend me. No, man, he sees the vision now. We're 7-2. I'm sure he's happy. He doesn't have to rush back because we have enough depth and great coaching to keep us at bay and winning games. And this is only buying more time for guys like Austin, where you don't have to rush them back. And also, very strategic by JJ Redick here. He is pandering to Austin heavily this season. First of all, started the year, he gave him the green light, said this is as much your team as it is LeBron's and Luka's. Check. Austin's going to love it here. He's not leaving in free agency. Number 2, not forcing him to come back and say we're trying to protect our players, stuff like that. So I think LeBron, he knows JJ Redick and him are great friends. Obviously, they used to podcast together. JJ is going to give him a green light. That's legendary LeBron. You know, so he's not going anywhere. He's not going to take less shots. But what I think he can do, like you said, move off the ball would be great. and allow Austin and Luka to be the primary ball handlers, which he allowed last year a lot. But I think even more as he gets older, more limited mobility, and then he can just attack the rim in spurts, shoot in spurts. Sometimes in the fourth quarter, he's going to be handling the ball. I'm cool with all that, but we just got to let everybody shine. That's all. And LeBron is so cerebral. We're not going to sit here and act like LeBron isn't one of the most unselfish stars on the court. Right off the court, we don't know him, but on the court, he's super unselfish, man, and he's willing to, he can average 10 assists if he wants, 10, 12 assists. He can do that. To me, more so, my only concern with LeBron is how's he going to look defensively? Because right now we look like a juggernaut defensively. Like we really do. Y'all seen what we did with Wemby. Everybody's switching. We look younger. The youth isn't phasing us. We're getting back in transition. We're not giving up easy buckets. We might have mental breakdowns here and there, but JJ calls those timeouts. He chews them out, and they're back. When LeBron comes back, if he's looking fully healthy, is he going to buy into the defensive end? Because last year in the playoffs, he was our best defender. So if we get that version of LeBron that's more so defensive and less offensive, this team can go to the moon. The Thunder will look like the baby Thunder again. They'll look like when everybody was a rookie, when Shea was a second-year player, and Chet was barely drafted. Like they're going to look like that again, playing against a veteran, savvy team that can do amazing, amazing things. Thank you so much for Super Chat. Richard, my guy, he said, Dan, how are you? Dan, do you think LeBron going to mess with our chemistry when he comes back? And we can always improve. What moves you want to see? So two-part question. One, I don't think he messes with the chemistry. LeBron, like I already mentioned, very unselfish, very cerebral player. It would be to his detriment to mess with the chemistry. Say, give me the ball, LeBron James. For his ego to flare up like that, it would be to his detriment, right? So I don't think he does that at all. What I do think LeBron will do when he comes back is, like I said, become more of a ball distributor, maybe focus more on the defensive end and rebounding and stuff like that. Now, as far as what moves I want to see, injuries are a part of the game. I get it, but I still feel like we need another big man, a backup. Jackson's been tremendous. He gave us some good minutes tonight. I feel like he's gotten better since he added some weight on his body. I'm actually very pleased with the way he's been playing. Ayton has been just everything I wanted and more, which I'm not surprised because the Lakers have a way of pulling out the best out of you, especially when you got all these legends like LeBron, Luka, and a legend in the making in Austin. So they're going to bring out the best out of the role players. Rui's benefiting. Ayton's benefiting, right? I still need insurance policy as a third string backup big because I don't like to see Vando at the 5. He can do it, but I prefer having that option instead of a requirement, if that makes sense. But Richard, do appreciate you. Hey, we're almost at 320. So you know what? I know you guys will get me there. I'm gonna go ahead and open up the phone lines. Man, this is the most phone calls we have had. Usually I just used to do phone call Friday, but I'm always giving the people what they want, man. You guys want to tap in? Why not, baby? Let's open up the phone lines, man. It ain't phone call Friday. That's the only time I guarantee phone lines. But you guys make it happen with your likes. So you guys scratch my back. I scratch yours, man. All you got to do is click the link to call in right now, baby. Phone lines are officially open. All right. You see the links in the chat. I'll drop them multiple times. Sometimes people don't see them. I'm going to go ahead and copy, paste. All right. All you got to do is click the link in the comment section that I'm dropping right now. And you get a chance to call in and give us your beautiful thoughts, Laker family, on this Laker team and just how far we can go. All right, we got our first caller. My guy, Jay. What's up, man?
What's up, fam? You doing all right?
7-2, man. I'm doing great. And the Dodgers won the World Series, man. Man.
Absolutely. I saw that, bro. I was doing something on Saturday, but I caught the fourth inning all the way to the end, so it was really nice. I like what Kiki Hernandez described what Page what's his name again? I forgot. It starts with a P, last name P.
Kike Hernandez described with who?
You know when he tried to catch that last ball
Pages.
last out.
Pages.
Yes, that's his name. Yeah, you talked about he basically got dunked or basically he got Randy Moss on national TV, but it was good. It was nice to see that. I love that last play though, how they sealed the win, getting that crown double out like that. That was really nice. So it really got my juices flowing. I really enjoyed that. But back to the Lakers though.
Yep. We win in a 3-peat. Not just going 3-peat, guaranteed.
Absolutely. Yeah, I want just to I know they got some nice free agents out in baseball this year too. I know there's another guy in Japan that's available. I forgot his name. I brush up on that, but I know that there's a guy from the Yankees that's available too. still kind of getting used to baseball. So
Let me tell you
yeah.
something. If there's a great player and he wants to win a championship, come to the Dodgers, man. It's that simple. Man, we the new evil empire. I don't care. We play the villain role. It don't matter. But back to the Lakers, man. How are we feeling on the Lakers, man? Talk to your boy, man. 7-2.
Oh, I feel really good, man. Actually, I think you need to start making it more of a regular to have Kevon, aka Swaggy P, on every night when he calls in because he might be I don't believe in luck, but he might be our blessing with this channel because every time he's on the chat and on the call, we win. So
Yeah, yeah.
we need that optimism.
Kevon,
So
Kevon a favorite. I wouldn't be surprised if he's waiting on the line right now, man. But yeah,
yeah, hey, Kevin, we need you up here. Yeah, but I'm really liking what I'm seeing. Like I told you before, Luka's the MVP. I don't care what Shea's doing. I love Wemby. He's our future Laker. Follow the same path as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Y'all got the same long last name, can barely fit the jersey and all that stuff. So just come over, just move from Texas over to LA. You'll be fine. It'll be all right. But no, we look really good. I love the fact that we're playing hard. I love the fact that, like you said, next man up, even with Austin Reeves being out and all that. We have a lot of people that are just filling spots. We still have some flaws. We're not perfect, and the refs almost tried to steal the game from us. And also, Marcus Smart made a bonehead play at the end, but he made it up with his defense.
mm-hmm.
He is the best glue guy and defensive guy that we've had since Alex Caruso. He's the person we've been missing since Alex Caruso left in 2022, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's been a long time since we've had a player of his defensive IQ and talent on this in the same team. He's a leader. He's a leader of many, and he inspires guys to play better on defense. I saw that
Yeah.
Luka had 5 steals and 2 blocks tonight too. So he's answering those allegations that he can't play defense. Ever since he lost weight, like hey, people called him out. People said that he couldn't defend. He defended Steph Curry in opening night. And ever since then, it's like
Let's be
he's been doing pretty
honest,
well.
let's be honest. Most of the people that hate on Luca don't really watch him on a consistent basis. Because when we acquired him, I said Luca's no slouch. He knows how to use that size and versatility. He'll block some, he'll steal some, and if he gets in shape, he'll be even better off. And he's done that, man. So people that say Luca is a bum defensively don't really know the game, man, because he knows how to use it. And for him, it's more about effort and how consistent he is with it. But you're right, man. He lost weight. He looks like an MVP. Not surprised. Not surprised at all. Now, look, man, we know Marcus Smart's been tremendous. To me, I like to compare him to like the modern age Meta World Peace. He's old school.
Oh
He
yeah,
gets up on guys.
absolutely.
He gets in their head. My favorite kind of players are just like that. And people call him dirty. I don't say he's dirty. I think he's scrappy, man. I think sometimes that scrappiness can get sloppy and it can come off as dirty, like when he got tangled up with Steph Curry. But that's not dirty. That's scrappy and it's old school. These youngsters just not used to that, bro. We're used to it because we grew up watching basketball in the late 90s. Well, me personally, late 90s, early 2000s, and so on. We were always scrappy. But now, like, this is rare. And so we saw tonight, bro, he's one of the big reasons that Wemby fouled out. He was all up on there, bro, drawing charges and everything. And it was so awesome to watch, bro. It just is.
To add on to what you were talking about, bro, with Marcus Smart, what people see as possibly dirty, he's a championship caliber player. Marcus Smart is a player that's supposed to be on a championship
Yes.
caliber team.
Mm-hmm.
He is a dog. He is a person. There's a reason why the Lakers swooped him up so quickly. This guy has been to the conference finals like routine every year being in Boston. He is a championship caliber player, and he is one of the reasons why we're going to win the championship this year because of guys like him being able to guard the best guard on the other side of the team and all stuff. And he's motivated. He said it on training camp. He said he's like a dog. He's like a dog foaming at the mouth, just
Mm.
ready to get out there and just devour and all stuff. That's the type of guys we need on the team. We've been lacking that type of dog for years, bro. Like
Yes.
literally, we haven't had nobody like that speaks like that. Patrick Beverly, he's a fake,
He's
he
a fake
hey,
tough guy for sure. Fake tough guy.
hey,
He's all bark,
hey,
no bite. He's like a chihuahua, man. All bark, no bite. That
yeah.
Patrick. But no, yeah. No, you're
He's the wire
absolutely
we
right.
do at the rec. He's the wire we do at the rec that that be showing up, talking about he want to play, but he really can't play. So
Man,
yeah,
I
but
just find
but
out.
um
But
yeah, but
no,
one
no.
more thing.
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead, bro.
No, go ahead.
No, no,
Sorry.
go ahead.
No,
No,
I
no,
was
you go ahead, bro.
the thing about this team that has impressed me the most is just the way they're flexing their depth, man. It just not just Marcus Smart, DeAndre Ayton, Jacob Arabia, who by the way didn't have a great game today, but still made somewhat of an impact. Our bench. Who has impressed you more between these two players? Gun to the head, man. You had to cut one of these two players on the Lakers today. We don't have to, luckily, but Bronny or Nick Smith Jr. Who you cutting, man?
To be honest with you, I want both of them. And cut Shamar Moore. Hey, hey, he sacrificed him because to be honest with them, they playing harder than. And to be fair, Gabe Vincent played well in preseason. He played well for the first like 2 games before
Mm-hmm.
he got injured, I guess.
Yep.
But it, but he's a spent player. He's a to be I don't want to use the word wash, but he's a wash player. We should, to be honest with you, he kind of makes me skeptical when trying to pursue Andrew Wiggins because every single time we get a play from Miami, they always are out for a whole year, and they're never the same players. So no, he's not the same player, unfortunately. And it's like it's sad to see, but no, both of those two guys, they're playing their roles. It's not the fact that they're both outplaying each other, even though I would say Nick Smith is outplaying Bronny, but they're both playing their roles to the team. That's all you can ask for as a unit.
Absolutely, man. Well, I guess the better way to phrase that question would be who has impressed you more between those two players? One had to be more impressive than the other one. For me, Bronny has impressed me defensively and playmaking, but
Absolutely.
Nick Smith looks like we got one of them ones, bro. Honestly, he came in, he did a tween through the legs, fading to the left over Keldon Johnson, who's a really good defender. And he was 1 for 1. He did turn the ball over twice, but that jump shot and that handle, man, is really nice. And I think at 21, we got something special to work with there. Basically, a lot of people believe that he should have went higher in the draft. He went 27 in that draft. People believe he should have went in the lottery. That's how talented he was in college. So I think, being in an environment with a great coaching staff, with great legendary players he can learn from, and, improving day by day, we might, again, this is becoming a hotbed for young talent and development. And we might have another one in Nick Smith. He's on a 2-way contract right now. But I have a feeling that if we make a trade and we clear up an extra roster spot, we're going to extend him for a multi-year deal because I think they see the potential in this kid.
Yeah,
I,
so apparently they can't sign him until January the 18th due to cap issues and all that stuff. But he's going to get signed. And before I get off, I have to shout out DeAndre Ayton. DeAndre Ayton's been playing excellent ever since he came back from that back spasms and all that
yes.
stuff because he's been playing excellent. He's playing exactly how I thought he would be playing. A guy that's going to average around 18 to 20 points a game. Um, and put around 8 to 10 rebounds a game, give you 2 blocks a game. He's doing exactly what he's supposed to be doing,
Yes.
and that's literally all you can ask for, bro. And
That's it.
also with Nick Smith Jr., that's actually one of the players you actually scouted. I remember he is one of the players that you scouted
You
as
remember I
a
had him on my
as
highlight tape? I had him on my
yes,
highlight.
you had him on your highlight tape.
I wanted the Lakers
So
to draft this kid. So it's funny how it all. And Malik Monk was another one I had in my highlight tape.
yep.
No, they always find their way back to the Lakers.
Hey,
Lakers
you
got
put the hit out.
bro.
You put the hit out, bro.
They got to hire me as a scout, man, because this is
Absolutely.
I'm just happy, bro, that the Lakers have a great player development system. And it's basically like getting free draft picks if you think about it, because we might not get it right when he's raw, but we'll get it when he's coming around and kind of learning, and he's a little more seasoned and ready to go. So I think that's even more of a blessing for the Lakers, 21 is still extremely young. He got drafted at 18, 21. Come on, man. We're right in the sweet spot. So, man, I'm just excited, bro. What a great Lakers. See, I got to keep waving my flag, bro. I'm in cloud 9, 7-2. No LeBron, no Austin tonight. Man, come on. Come on,
Look
CJ.
really good, man.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, CJ. Thanks so much for the call, my brother. I'm going to let you go. I got a couple more callers on the line, but you're the man.
Absolutely. Can't wait to hear, man. And
Thank
go
you.
Lakers, guys. Let's go for 8-2. Be 8-2 on these first 10 games, guys. Go Lakers.
Go Lakers, baby. Appreciate you, bro. Have a good night, all right?
You too, man.
All right, brother. And shout out to my guy, CJ. And hey, looks like we got a fan favorite tapping back in, a.k.a. Meanie Swaggy Pete. Kevon, what's up, bro?
So, dude, I told you I'm gonna be here every single game. I gotta be here.
Hey, according to CJ, you're a good luck charm, man. according to CJ.
Yeah, I'm
So,
trying to be, man.
hey, we
Shout out
love
to
it, man.
CJ, man. Thank
You
you.
know what it is? It's the positivity, bro. It's just so infectious, man. You love
Gotta
it.
stay positive. I
Yeah.
called it since the first game. I don't know why everybody was so worried. It was the first
Mhm.
game. I just knew it. I knew
Yeah,
we came a
absolutely.
long way, man. We came from the Darvin Ham era, the Westbrook era, the D'Lo era. Now we're here. Now we're winning again. We came a long way.
You know what I'm excited about? I think the thing I'm excited about now is that I see the vision, bro. It's not just that we're gonna be good this year; it's that we're gonna be good moving forward. You know,
Exactly.
and that's the part that I think is lost in translation. It's like we finally have a system and we finally have an outline for success.
Exactly.
That's what I like. But talk to me, man. How you feeling about tonight's victory, man?
This
Victory.
game, holy, I really did not like this game. But a win is a win. We poured it out. I did this game. It was weird. It was like just a lot of foul calls.
Mm-hmm.
But at first I was expecting this game to be like real, like a really, really good game. But at the end of the day, we still won, so it's always gonna be a good game whenever we win at the end of the day. But I feel like we did good. I feel like DeAndre Ayton, he was the best on our team today. He was
Yes.
killed it today.
Yes. And that's why he was on my thumbnail and said Aiton stepped up, man, because
Yeah.
let's count how many games DeAndre Ayton has outplayed his opposition. All right, just really quick. I'm gonna bring this up. All right, because DeAndre Ayton has come in here and he outplayed starting with the what was the first game of the season? Warriors. Okay, maybe not that one. The Suns. All right, he was pretty solid in the Sun. I'm sorry, not the Suns game. That was preseason. The Mavericks game.
Yeah.
No, I'm still looking at preseason. My bad. Wrong schedule. Oh, the Timberwolves. There you go. Timberwolves was the first game. He outplayed Rudy Gobert, bro. Ran circles around him. Okay.
Easily.
And we won 128 to 110. Okay.
Yeah.
That was October 24th. The Kings, Sabonis, or as I like to call him, Saboner, for years, cooking AD and cooking my Lakers. He outplayed him too. He had like a 20 and 10 game versus Sabonis, I think.
Yep.
And locked him up. Kept Sabonis to like 9 points or 10 points or something like that. Outplayed him. Trailblazers. Okay. Now, the first game, he didn't have the best game, the first game. But the second game, whereas the Trailblazers cooked them, man. He had like 28, like 12 rebounds, 3 blocks, cooked them. Right.
Exactly.
So, again, man, this dude, like 3 or 4 games, he has outplayed the opposition, like half of the games. And he's living up to that hype and exceeding it, in my opinion.
Exactly. And a lot of people were saying, oh, Lakers fans going to be talking about him in like 3 games. But no, it's never that with any of our players. We just hold them accountable. And he said exactly what he was going to do, and he's doing it so far. So shout out DeAndre Ayton.
He's a good player. He always has been. I think he landed in a place where they didn't know how to develop him in Phoenix, and then he went to a place where they're not interested in winning in Portland. So
Exactly.
now he comes to a place where we both can continue to develop him. We can feed him, put him in his spots. If you notice, he hasn't shot a single 3 all year long. And I love that for him because, he's not really a 3-point shooter. Can he space out and shoot it from time to time? Sure. Jackson Hayes already hit one. Right? Anybody can hit a 3 from time to time, but that's not his game. And he's playing within his game. And he's been efficient all season long. So he's been awesome, man. How about that boy Rui, though? Did you see the job he did on Wemby tonight?
I did see it, man. It got rocky like the last few possessions, but he held his own. Shout out Rui. Rui, he been doing real good, but I like when he driving and he doing the mid range. I think they were like trying to force him to like a catch and shoot 3-pointer, but let Rui drive to the paint. I think that's what he's good at. And I think if he keeps this up, we got to keep Rui.
For sure, bro. Like Rui has been nice, and I'm critical of him sometimes. And sometimes his defense takes a vacation break, but when he plays good like tonight on both ends of the floor, and again, his defense, his rebounding still leaves a lot to be desired. But I thought he was exceptional, man. I thought the way we threw all these big bodies at Wemby was just masterful by the coaching staff.
Exactly.
But Rui was huge, man. All right, we got the Hawks coming up on Saturday, followed by Charlotte on Monday, and then on Wednesday we got the Thunder, man. From these next 3 games, how many of those we winning? Kevon, give me your prediction.
All 3. I'm not. Hawks might surprise us. They gonna give us some smoke, I feel like. But
Yeah.
I think when I'm looking at every team, and then I really don't see a team that's really compete. I wouldn't say competing with us, but like that we can't beat. I don't think it's anybody where it's like it really depends on our health. I feel like we could go against any team and win, especially in the West. I can't wait to see us go against the Cavs though. I want to see that matchup. But in the West, I feel like we're going to be number 1 seed this year. I feel like we are either us or OKC. And
Well,
I want to see us go against the Nuggets too. Those are the games I'm really looking at. But I think we should beat all of them, especially if we're healthy. If we got Austin Reeves and Austin Reeves and Luca, we should win.
you know what? You're right with me because I said we won 50 games, ended up top 3 last year. I think we'll be top 2 this year. And so far, that's where we're at. Still early. Still got to weather the storm here and there. But I like where we're at, bro. And I think we beat the Hawks. You know, I think we'll win 2 out of the 3 at least. The Thunder are going to be tough. They just lost tonight, though, so they're very mortal. And they lost to the team we just beat previously before this, the Portland Trailblazers. So they're very mortal. I just think it's more so the way we come out and play, right? But this team has found its identity, man. I couldn't be happier, Kevon, and I want to thank you again for your positivity, man. 5 in a row, baby. Let's see how many we can win before we take that first L, man.
Exactly. We haven't been here in so long. It just feels so good, man. Especially to start the season off like this.
And all Laker fans are going to sleep like babies from here till Saturday, bro. That's the best part. You're going to have Thursday to relax and come kick it with me on Thursday on NBA Coast to Coast. You're going to have Friday to relax, and then Saturday we can start gearing up for the game again and getting excited, you know. So
exactly.
Beautiful, man. And again, thank you so much, Kevon, man. One of my favorites and one of the fans' favorites, man. AK Meanie Swaggy Pete. By the way, has anybody ever told you sound like Nick Young, or is this the first time you heard it, bro?
The first time. This is one of the first times I ever heard this. Nobody ever said it, but you know, I like it. As long as we win it, I like it.
Hey, chat. What y'all think? Scale of 1 to 10, how much like Nick Young does he sound? I want to hear it. Appreciate you, Kevon. Thank you so much, brother. Appreciate you as always, man. I'll see you on the next one, man.
Always, man. Thank you.
All right, brother. Shout out to Kevon, man. All right. We got one more caller on the line. That's my guy, MJ, man. Another fan favorite. MJ, what's up, man?
What's up, family? How you doing?
Doing great, man. Doing great. Ready to hear your take on this Lakers squadron, man.
Man, that was a good game. But the refs were definitely trying to. We fought through the refs. That was good because they was calling everything.
Bro, that's one of those ugly games where you just have to win it at all costs because it would have hurt more, you know, if to lose it. But you're right, bro. Egregious calls too, man. And all your life of watching basketball, doesn't it feel like this is the worst era as far as like they just handicap these players and get them to the free throw line?
Yeah, man. I'm talking about you could walk by. You could cough and they put them on the free throw line.
Man, because I'll be honest with you. In previous history, like in the mid 2000s, you know, in the 2010s, there were some bad calls, but you can count them with one hand. Now you lose count, bro, of how many bad calls there was tonight. Like literally, like things that like guys are just standing, and then somebody throws himself to the ground and it's a foul. It's really ridiculous, MJ. What can we do about this, bro?
Man, they got your boy got to tell them refs, man, come on, man. You messing up the game. You got to stop calling them dumb fouls. Now, if somebody get really fouled, then you call it. But people falling, and man, you can't be calling that, man. You got to stop doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we don't pay to watch the referees, man. We want to see zebras. We go to the zoo, right? So yeah. We pay to see the players, and unfortunately, we just seen the players at the free throw line, and a lot of them fouling out. I feel like they try to foul out Luka too. I don't know what the point of that was, but yeah, ticky-tack fouls, man. What's your favorite takeaway from the way we locked up Wemby tonight, bro? What was your favorite thing?
That was perfect. You get behind him because he don't play like Shaq, so he gonna try to finesse you. Now, if you're a big on him, he gonna kill a big. But the little guy, he gotta start learning how to shoot over people. If they're small, he just gotta raise up and shoot.
You know what makes Wemby mortal to me is the fact that I feel like he plays kind of like a wing instead of a big man. So he needs to put the ball on the floor to catch a rhythm, right? Or he needs to catch and shoot with some space. We gave him no space to do either. He as soon as he touched the ball, there was like 2-3 people crowding him, which means he didn't have no space to dribble. And then he was turning over the ball when that happened because, you know, he got frustrated. He's like it's like a pack of hyenas biting at your ankles all the time, you know? Like you can't get rid of him. It's just annoying to him. So I can see the frustration, man. And I think the league is starting to figure out how to frustrate him because that's back-to-back bad games he had. The Suns held him to 9, we held him to 19. But he's going to have to get to that next level. He's going to have to figure out, like you said, how to get closer to the basket. And they're going to have to figure out how to post him up and do different things. Play like an actual big. right?
Because the little guy get on there, he's supposed to shoot over him. He's supposed to be, because he can shoot. He's supposed to play. He's supposed to play like Kevin Durant. If he gonna
Mm-hmm.
play like that, he just gotta. When Kevin Durant get a little guy, he gonna kill him. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
That's what he
Absolutely.
got to do. That game he played against the Mavericks. Oh man, he was killing Anthony Davis. He destroyed AD. Did you see that game?
Yeah,
Oh
bro.
my god.
My
I was
goodness.
like, damn.
Yeah.
Anthony Davis ain't got his defense no more.
He's getting
No
older.
dis-
He looks more injury prone, sadly. Like, I'm not
Oh
happy with him.
man, he's hurt, man. He hurt.
Yeah.
He could cough and he gonna pull a muscle.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
like the other channel. I ain't gonna say. You know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
They was talking all that smack, and I told them Aiden was gonna be a good pickup. They called him trash. I said LaRubia is gonna be a pickup. Call him trash. When you play the right way, now that's why LeBron in his mind like, oh my God, I got guys to play the right way. Oh, it's gonna be so easy. So when LeBron come back, he ain't got to do. I don't mind him shooting because he got that. He can shoot that three, and then LeBron should be in the post to get a lot of assists. That's why I say he averaged 10 or 15 assists, and
Yeah.
then shoot his three. He don't need to bring. He can save his legs. He won't get hurt no more. The game
No.
could be easy for him because he got all the ball handlers. Just make it easy. Don't try to do too much. And the NBA is in trouble because all the haters was trying to say the Lakers, oh, I think they're a 5th seed, 6th seed, 7th seed, just bragging. I say they won 51 games with no center. Oh, y'all, that's stupid. I said if they get a center to do even 14 and 10, that's better than your boy Smith. Remember we tried to play Smith at center and people killing us? That's why
Darn
everybody
you.
has so many. That's why people have so many easy threes.
You
You
this
notice
is
that?
why this is why MJ, I was rooting for the Oklahoma City Thunder to win the championship because I feel like since it wasn't a small ball team and we saw the finals, it was full of size, right?
Yeah.
I think it kind of reestablished the NBA to what it was. And this year, I'm seeing JJ utilize his size better. He's using those wings properly, and he's using those bigs properly. I think that's been the biggest difference. We're not going small no more and getting killed like we were last year. Last year, like you said, DFS at the 5. Too many smalls at the 5. We've been seeing Rui and LeBron at the 5, and that was a death sentence. Now we're using Aiden at the 5. We're using Jackson Hayes at the 5. Sometimes Vando, and we can get away with that because he's scrappy. Sometimes, but I still don't like seeing Vando too much at the 5, right?
But what they do though,
Yeah,
when they put Vandy at the 5, sometimes when Aiden out there, Aiden played the 4 so he could get the block. So he set him up. That's what it's so panicky. That's what he was doing with Rui. Rui
yeah,
played that and then a block.
yep. Yeah, man. Look, man, I'm just proud of this team because it's been a long time since we've seen a team be as hurt as the Lakers and still find ways to win. Got to give that coaching staff a lot of credit, man. But yeah,
Man, I'm laughing. I'm laughing at the haters, man. The haters is pissed. On the other channel again, they still crying. The ref cheating. How you the ref is cheating? And the other team got more fouls than the Lakers.
yeah. Honestly, the refs blowing the whistle so much for both sides, it just kills the momentum of the game, bro. Like this was deemed to be a primetime game, and it was supposed to be extremely exciting, but they took that away in the third quarter because it was a free throw contest. So both ways, I'll say this: the refs, I feel like they gamble, man. I feel like they need to be investigated because a lot of these calls are very questionable. And fouling out stars, like I don't want to see Wemby foul out either. You know what I mean? But fouling out stars, it takes away a lot of the oomph of what a basketball game is. Like this was supposed to be Luka versus Wemby. Instead, we got free throws versus free throws. Like, come on. But again, credit to the Lakers. They found a way. They found a way to win. That's it.
He was trying to. He did commit the foul though. And one of the final foul because he was.
Yeah, he did. He did. Yeah.
And he got to call it.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, that's on him.
Yeah.
Like I say, when he go in the middle, he got to be like Durant. Soon I was playing, say, Remby, when you get to the middle, I want you to shoot it. You're too tall, man. Just shoot it. I don't care if you miss. Shoot it.
Right.
Now that put pressure on other players. That's his fault. But man, I'm so happy. All the haters, I'm winning. They thought I was. They said, "Oh, you don't know basketball." That's all they were saying. So y'all don't know basketball. Oh, Aiden is a bum. Nigga, if Aiden give me 14 and 10, I'm still winning. What the hell you talking about? I got 3 scores. LeBron, 25, Reeves, 20, and Luka 30. What the hell you talking about? Only thing I need is my bench to do their part.
And he's done this. You definitely know what you're talking about, MJ.
They don't know basketball, man.
Hey, man, you got to kick the dirt off the shoulders, bro, when haters hate. Just, like Jay-Z said, but it is what it is, brother. Hey, man, we celebrate wins over here, man.
Hey, they crying on the station. They so mad the Lakers winning. And their favorite player is on the Lakers team, LeBron. And that shows you they want the Lakers to fail.
Yeah, for sure.
They don't like the Lakers.
We know who the real Laker fans are, man. Look, we're 7-2. If you're not excited right now, then you don't believe in this team, then I don't know what to tell you.
Wait, I thought you wanted LeBron James to win 5 titles.
They'd rather be right. They'd rather be right.
They'd rather be right. Look, that was a bad trade. Anthony Davis, he's a champion. Nigga, let me tell y'all something. I'm glad we won the chip, and that's a hard thing to do. But you gotta remember, dumbass, we got 5 months of rest for AD. If we was in first place, but AD would have got hurt. You know it, and I know it. Anthony Davis would have got hurt. Who was 21-5, first place. And boy,
the only thing that bothers me, bro, the only thing that bothers me about Anthony Davis is just that I feel like the Anthony Davis LeBron era was underwhelming. Like one championship just wasn't enough. Like even Gasol and Kobe won too, So it was just underwhelming. Some of that was in the front office. Some of that was on AD. I felt like he lost a little bit of his hunger after they won the championship. A lot of that was on injuries. So I can't be mad at this team. It is what it is. Mistakes were made all the way across, but I am very excited we made the trade. I said it the night it happened. Like, why are you guys? We won this trade and we didn't even have to give up Austin Reeves. That's it. That's clear as day. It was a great trade. We're gonna be set up for years to come.
And that's for the wrong person.
Yeah.
He wanted defense. He wanted the young kid instead of Reeves.
Yeah.
He would have been better with getting him and Reeves. What a dummy. Thank you, Dallas. That's why the Dallas fans is pissed. Hey, everybody for the Lakers. Let's clap. Thank you, dumbass.
I love it. Oh,
thank you, Portland. Yo, dumbass. For letting Aiden go, dumbass.
Yeah, absolutely, brother.
You just gave us another chip, and we're going to win it. We're going to have a parade. I'm saying we're going to get a parade.
Whether we win it this year or not, we got a bright future. We're going to be competing for a title for years to come, and moving forward. So that's all that matters. But again, MJ, thank you so much for tapping in, my brother. Appreciate you, man.
Brother. And this is to all the haters, all the fans on here, on Dan. Put that middle finger up to all the haters, and let's get this chip. Let's go, Lakers.
Yes, sir, brother. Appreciate you, man. Hey, my boy selling apples on the live stream. You love to see it, man. All right, brother. Have a good night, man. Peace, salute.
Too,
man, I love it. Marvin Jenkins, man. My guy MJ. Listen, man, real Laker fans, you know who you are. Whether you're a LeBron fan or not, there's some real Laker fans, both. There's some LeBron fans that I've met that very educated, like my guy right here, Slim Bates, right? And they know that it's time to be happy. Even though LeBron's not there, he's going to come back. And when he does, all hell's going to break loose. It's going to be awesome because the league is in trouble, especially once he buys in and once the team buys into everything together all at once. Because this is going to be a little adjustment period. But real Laker fans right now are excited, man. They waving their flag right now. 7-2 in spite of all the injuries. There's absolutely nothing to be frustrated about. Nothing, right? If you're frustrated about the Lakers winning 7-2 just because your favorite player is out, then you're not a real Laker fan. But I know a lot of LeBron fans that are just as excited as I am to have this team be this successful. And to those, I salute and, I commend. But to the rest, clowns. Anybody else who clipping my videos and trying to make content out of this, you're desperate for content, man. It's been done before. People like to clip what I say and take it out of context. But they call me Austin Reeves Glazer. Now what? Now y'all see how good he is, right? All right, let's bring in our last caller, man. My brother, Alfredo. What's up, man?
What's going on, Dan? We
Good to
back at
see
it
you.
again, brother. We back at it again.
I appreciate you for tapping in always. I always see you working, man. Where you at? Where you working at, my boy?
On the grind, brother. I'm out here. I'm out here in the Long Beach, man. I watched the
LBC.
game. Got a little bit of downtime. I said, let me tap in with Dan. See
Nah, that's
what the
man.
guys are talking about. But
Yes, sir. Ask me though, man. Lakers 5-game win streak, 7-2. How we feeling, man?
It was. I'll take. It's a W, man. I'll take it. I'll take it. This one, I think we should grab the film. We should burn it. It was a bad one, but like certainly we're back up. We're back up. We're in the East. I'm sure this was this matchup here with Luca, because Wemby is considered one of the top leading guys for the MVP. So
Yep.
people were anticipating this game itself, this matchup, and I think it was a tough one, but we pulled it through. Luca came out with a 35 triple double, a little short, but 35 triple double. I think he's ahead of he's the number one leading guy for MVP, and tomorrow the NBA is gonna be buzzing, man. Now we're gonna have all these other guys, everybody getting on the bandwagon. All of a sudden, everybody knew it from the beginning. They all called it. They knew the Lakers, or they had it was gonna play out. They're gonna start coming out of the woodworks, man. So I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
Yeah, no, absolutely, bro. And it's exciting, man, because we still have another gear we can get to. That's the most exciting part. Is that right now we're looking good. We're looking real good at 7-2. But if they work this properly and bring these guys in healthy, and we look at one point we get close to 100%, because you're never really 100% in the NBA, right? But if you're close to it, I think we have another gear, man. I think we have like a Super Saiyan gear which we could reach, and then we can get on like a 10-game win streak and really start taking off on the West, where we're looking back down. And like somebody mentioned earlier, I think it was my guy CJ, we're going to be in a position of power now, because now we want to make trades. Teams aren't looking at us like we're desperate, like we're at the bottom of the barrel. Now they're looking at us like, okay, they're trading us value because, look, they're at the top. So we want a piece of that winning. Now all of a sudden, Gabe Benson has some value. All of a sudden, somebody else might have some value. So, it's nice to see, man.
At this point, I don't want to touch right now. The way we're going, I don't want to touch a thing, Dan. I want the water boy, everything the same, because we're starting to catch a rhythm. We're starting to catch a rhythm, and right now, what is impressing me the most is not too much what Reeves is doing. It's not too much what Luca's doing. What's impressing me is we're starting to settle down, and we're starting to get the team itself is starting to be an identity. That's what we're starting to build. Because watching this game, it was ugly, bro. But one thing that I could say, they could not shake us. They wouldn't be able to shake us. Oh, the guys were swinging. They kept on. They were up by 10, and we were just on them the whole time. We wouldn't let loose of the gas, and they were raining the threes, or our ball wasn't landing, but we were relentless. We were relentless, and I'm loving that. I'm that DFS Finney Smith, we lost him, but we traded that one contract for Aiden, for Jake, and for Smart, and these are the three things that are paying off, man. They're paying out. They're paying out, and they're developing our identity. That is what we need. We need an identity, and that's what we're having this year. That reminds me of 2020. We had an identity then, so I'm
Yep.
loving it, bro.
Absolutely, man. And we're a scrappy team. Thanks to Marcus Smart.
Scrappy.
And thanks to Vando, and thanks to these guys like Jake. They're making stuff happen, and of course the coaching staff. I want to answer this right here to my guy Jess, who says, "We know what's up, homie. LeBron's gonna come in and ruin everything like always." Well, here's the thing, right, Jess? LeBron has a championship in 2020, bro. How did you feel about that? And also, I will say this: LeBron is a legend player, man. Like, he's a legendary player. Whether you like him or you don't, you still got to give him his flowers. He's still somebody who can come in and put you over the top. You know what I'm saying? Because we can compete for a title without LeBron, but we can win with him. With him, we can win for that title.
Well, same thing. I think LeBron wants a ring. He wants a ring.
Yeah.
So if he sees there's camaraderie and he sees the chemistry rolling, I'm sure. I'm not saying he's gonna take a backseat completely, but he wants the team rolling, because before anything else, he wants that ring. So he's not gonna want to disrupt too much. So I'm sure he's gonna ease in, and he's not just gonna come in and stop everything.
Yeah. No problem. Cozy. Well, my guy said he's been watching since 1996. It's funny because that's when I started watching, man. When Kobe came in the league, my family's been Laker fans before that. So, I mean, just no matter when you start watching, it's just your opinion. Everybody has opinions, but like we can tell who likes and who doesn't like LeBron. To me, it's not about liking him or not liking him. Let's be real, man. LeBron is 25-5 on a great night. On a bad night, he's 18-6. You know, so like you're adding that to the roster. The only thing is the coaching staff has to figure out who's they're going to subtract, whose minutes they're going to get from, and they also have to figure out how to stagger his minutes with certain players because you don't want to have him as a defensive liability as he gets older. You know, so that's all it is. To me, the real challenge is how the coaching staff incorporates him back in. You know, not just throw him back in. That's it. You know, and so you know,
we have one of the top 3 playmakers in the league. So we have. I'm sure Luka should be the primary ball handler. I'm thinking, and I think at this age of LeBron James.
Oh, we lost my guy Alfredo. But you know, he's absolutely right. Look. At the end of the day, guys, I'm gonna tell you this: is I'm a Laker fan, not a bandwagon buddy guy fan. What? None of us are bandwagons here, man. I don't know if you're new to the channel, but this number diehards here. This is Laker fans first. We're gonna be a Laker fans after LeBron's done and while LeBron's here. A real Laker fan never stops cheering for his team, though, whether they like a player or not. I wasn't happy with Dwight Howard when he, I was not happy with Dwight Howard when he left us the first time. But then when he came back and helped us to a title, bro, it's easy to get back on the train. Easy because he helped us win. LeBron helped us win a championship. So if you're a real Laker fan, you could respect that. By the way, that was 2020. That was the year that Kobe Bryant passed. So if that championship has no significance to you, then I don't know if you're more of a Laker fan than I am. You know, I usually don't measure these things. I'm no gatekeeper. Only you know what type of Laker fan you are. But at the end of the day, you have to always respect whoever plays for the franchise while they play for the franchise. If he leaves and then bad mouths the Lakers like Dwight did, then it's on and popping. Now we're going against LeBron. But so far, it's been okay. It hasn't been the best relationship. It hasn't been the worst. It's been okay. And we lost my guy Alfredo, man, but that was a great phone call right there, and all of that, you know. But again, I want to appreciate all the callers for tapping in today. Don't ever let nobody tell you how much of a fan you are because they rooted since this or because they like somebody that you don't or vice versa. Everybody is a diehard Laker fan. You know who you are. You know what I'm saying? You don't need validation from me or from Jess 310 or from anybody. At the end of the day, some people don't like certain players, and that's fine. That's their personal opinion. But the Lakers always win championships, and the players that help the Lakers win championships become a part of this culture, whether you like them or not. That's just a fact, right? That is a fact. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. And it ain't. And by the way, this quote right here tells me you're a player fan more than a Laker fan because you're making this about Kobe versus LeBron. Listen, Kobe accepted LeBron James when he came here. Kobe said he was a part of the Laker family. So our own favorite player, by the way, I'm a Kobe guy too. Our own favorite player told us LeBron was now family. So, yeah, we know, man. We know. But at the end of the day, man, I respect your opinion. You know, hope you respect mine. At the end of the day, man, what makes you a real Laker fan is sticking with your team through thick and thin. I know a lot of Laker fans that weren't happy when LeBron came here, and I have grown to accept him and embrace him as a Laker. Once his post-career is done and whatever, but as long as he's a Laker, man, we got to respect each and every single Laker. Russell Westbrook, on the other hand, lost that respect because he didn't respect the franchise. He was hurting us, and that's why everybody turned on Russell Westbrook. Players like that definitely deserve to be turned on, but yeah, it is what it is, man. All right, guys, appreciate you guys so much for tapping in. You guys are awesome, man. Everybody, please have a wonderful night. Don't forget to hit the comment section. Let me know what you guys think about the Lakers, how far we're going to get. Shout out to the sponsorship Underdog and Prize Picks. And again, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe if you already have it. And I'll see you guys tomorrow morning because I got a NBA Coast to Coast with Dan and Lou episode coming up. So stay tuned. We're going to talk about the entire NBA, including our Lakers. Have a good night, fam. Peace.